Welcome everyone, it's time for us to play Cyberpunk 2077 again. Oh yes, it is good to be back, and that background music, just wait a few more moments and you're gonna hear something good. So, it's time to play this game again, and well, let's talk a bit about why we're playing this game again, because basically I have two main reasons. The first reason is I wanna play the game again. Since I did my first playthrough of the game, I haven't really played the game at all. I mean, I played a little bit right after I finished that series, but yeah, not much more than that. And let's just say that was about 2.5 years ago. A lot of stuff has happened since then. A lot of stuff has happened. And one of the reasons, well, let's go over to the second reason, which is right down here. Phantomliberty. Yes, the new DLC is about to be released. It hasn't released at the point of this recording, but the reason why I am starting to record now is over here. If we press P, we get the introduction to patch 2.0. So initially I thought that this patch was supposed to release... Oh, there's some lovely music. I thought that the patch was supposed to release together with Phantomliberty, but apparently they decided to release the patch a little bit early. And I don't know really anything about the DLC. I've deliberately stayed clear of any information about it. But what I do know, because I had to at least shake that a bit, I know that we don't get to play Phantomliberty like immediately. It's a thing that comes later in the game. So we're not going to be there, you know, anytime soon. Which means that starting a new game right now on patch 2.0, that will be completely fine. Once Phantomliberty is released, I'll get it, and again, when we get to that point in the game, we will do Phantomliberty. So here's the thing, I'm actually not going to talk a whole lot about Phantomliberty until we actually get to that point. There's no real reason. But those are the two main reasons. I want to play the game again, damn it, and also brand new DLC. And I was thinking maybe I only do like the Phantomliberty DLC as a series, but I want to play the damn game again. There's a lot of stuff that has happened since I played last time. CD Projekt Red has been working on the game. It is now considered to be pretty damn good, and even though I didn't really have a whole lot of issues with the game when I played it, I still want to see just how different I believe it is, or rather experience it, I suppose. So that's what we're doing. So let's have a bit of a chat about how we're going to be playing this series, because I want to do a little bit. I want to do it a bit differently. So in the first series, I played on hard difficulty, not really anything else specific. I ended up being obviously a stealth archer or sniper, I suppose, which is that's sort of where you go all the time, isn't it? So I had fun with that, absolutely, but I want to do something different for my kind of playstyle for this series. First of all, we're upping the difficulty to very hard. While I didn't really struggle on hard, I had some situations that were a bit difficult, like let's say Oda, the fight against him. Being a sniper on Oda, not really working that well. I got there in the end, but yeah, that was a bit tricky. Other than that, I didn't really have so many issues with the game, so going up to very hard might be a bit of a challenge. We'll see. I mean, it's obviously going to be different, but exactly how, I don't know. And also, I mean, I don't even know if they made changes to like the difficulty of enemies, etc, etc. Maybe playing on hard now is harder than when I played on hard. I don't know. We're going to go for very hard anyway. The second thing is I'm going to be doing a no firearms playthrough. Now, for a game like Cyberpunk 2077, that isn't really a big thing. There are many ways to fight in melee combat in the game, and I've seen a lot of people do that. For me personally, though, it is a bit different, because I generally don't do melee builds in any games that I play. So for me personally, it's going to be different. Now, I've been very specific with the no firearms term, because I will be using cyberware. I mean, it is a cyberpunk game. I want to use cyberware, damn it. I will also be able to use grenades. Now, in the last series that I didn't really use a lot of grenades, so we'll see exactly how many I use. I mean, I have logged in and just played around a little bit on that character, and I was sitting at least 50 frag grenades. So I probably didn't use a whole lot of them, so we'll see exactly how many I use in this playthrough. I might be using, like, let's say, flashbangs, etc., just to get up close to enemies, possibly. I'm not 100% sure how I want to do that. And exactly what kind of weapons I'm going to be using, I want to mainly use regular weapons, so like katanas is what I'm sort of going for, I think. But there are 3, I believe, cyberware weapons, if you want to call it that, or augmentations, whatever. And I am a bit interested in the monowire, because it's basically like a whip, which sounds really fun. I'm not so keen on the mantis blades or the gorilla arms, so I don't think that those are for me. So there we go. Now, one point to make about the no firearms rule, if you would, is that I believe that there's at least 1, possibly 2 situations where I don't think I have the option to not use firearms. So we have, for anyone who hasn't played the game, few spoilers coming up, but we have the situation where we are being driven away from the dump after being there, when we are given a gun and supposed to take out, I think it's Maelstrom that attacks you and the Asian guy who I have forgot the name of, not Oda, the other guy. I don't think you can do that without shooting the gun. I very much doubt it. I'll probably try to, but yeah, I think it's going to be difficult. The other situation is when we play as Johnny Silverhand, we have his double guns. I think that's also a situation where going without the guns might be problematic. Possibly, maybe, I don't know. I'll try as far as I can to play without guns, but if I'm sort of forced by the game to use guns, well, there's really not much I can do, I don't think. But yeah, for the most part, otherwise I will be doing that. Now, before we get into character creation, I also want to just mention sort of what you can expect from this series, which is that my first series, for some reason, I don't remember exactly what my thoughts were back then. But I basically only showed the main story. I did show Yuri's and Panam's, Panam, their separate stories, and I also romanced Yuri, because why wouldn't you? But I didn't really show anything else. I did more or less everything. There were a few things that I didn't do, but all of that I did off cam. There were a couple of like pretty big things that I didn't show, and I don't remember exactly why I didn't. So I want to rectify that. This series is going to be long. I'm going to be showcasing more or less everything. The things that I'm not going to showcase are the sort of smaller, like the NCPD things, various gangs and bounties and investigation stuff, etc. Those are not that interesting. Those are just basically to get a bit more loot. So those I will do off cam, but side gigs, etc., I will showcase those. And the only thing that I really won't show in case of actual stories is Judas and Panam stories, because I've shown them in my previous playthrough. You can check that out if you want to. I don't think that necessarily those will be a lot different. I hope so. Otherwise I'll see what I do. I'll drop saves obviously all the time, so if I notice that they are indeed different, I might just wind back and actually do them, but I wouldn't expect them to be different. And there are a few new things. If we press P again, is this just patch 2.0? I think it is just patch 2.0 here, actually. Yes. So there are a couple of new things, encounters, interactions, brand new perk trees, or isn't it perks? I think they're called perks. I've been looking at it a little bit, so going to have to look at it more, but yes. And we can become a wanted criminal, which is cool, wouldn't mind doing that. And indeed, we have like new interactions with vehicles, which is interesting. But there are even more things about the game that are new that I haven't experienced. So there will be new things for me as well, apart from Phantom Liberty. So that's very lovely. with that said, I think I've covered the things that I wanted to cover. So we are starting a new game. Let's get into the character creator. And in my last playthrough, well, let's say last playthrough, my first playthrough, I played as a street kid. I found that to be like the most interesting one in some ways, because it's sort of most closely related to the cyberpunk theme, I think. And I don't so much care about the nomads, never been a faction I particularly care for. So we're going to be playing as a corpo in this playthrough, and I do want to try to roleplay a little bit, as much as you can, because, and again, spoiler alerts for those of you who don't know, we are going to get shunned by the corpo world. We are going to go down the road of, well, clan-based stuff with Jackie, same as we did as a street kid. There's no change there, but my character is still going to be a bit corpo. So whenever I'm faced with choices where I can be, you know, a little bit on the side of the law, I will go for those choices. I don't know exactly how many of those choices there are in the game, but there might be at least a few of them, I think. So that's sort of the general idea. Let's be clear though, Cyberpunk 2077 is not really a role-playing game as such. Most events just play out the way they play out. You can't really affect them. But there are certain situations where you can, you know, make choices in the conversations and stuff like that. And I want to do what I just said, which is to go with the corpo choice if I can. Kind of depends on the situation as well, obviously. So yeah, there we go. We're doing a corpo. And say hello to our V of this playthrough. There we go, there's the chap. I've been going for a fairly laid-back version. He has some cyberware on his face, obviously, because, yeah, if we check that, that's basically the stuff that I have. Other than that, really not much else. Really not much else at all, actually. No scars, no tattoos, nothing really. Because he wants to be clean, he wants to be, you know, in pristine condition, if you know what I mean. So that was what he's gonna look like. Now, as for the attributes, this is the one that I've had to look around a little bit for what is it that I actually want. I do know that I want body, because that's obviously a important part of being a melee fighter. On the other hand, it also says, progressing it improves your proficiency with shotguns, light machine guns, and blunt weapons. I'm not going to be using blunt weapons, really, but there are things in body that I do want. Intelligence will probably be not so interesting. I mean, yes, I will be doing some net running, that is true, so I am going to need some of that. As for reflexes, though, here we go. Assault rifles, some machine guns, but most importantly, blades. This is what I need. Also, advanced movements. I want to be damn quick. So we're gonna max out reflexes. When I say max out, as in maxing out here in the character creator. We also want cool, because would you know it, we're gonna be doing a lot of sneaking, and in fact, throwable weapons will be a thing. I can throw throwing knives. We're gonna max that out as well. As for technical ability, I mean, explosives, this is where we get to, do I actually want higher technical ability for the explosives? There are some good stuff in there, like I think that there was one perk for throwing arch for your grenades. That's a good thing to have. So I could see myself going for some technical ability, but I'm gonna go for 1 point of body, just to work that in the right direction, because there are things in body, even though I won't really be using any of the weapons that are relevant to it, there are other things there. I'm gonna max out a few of these. I think I'm maxing out like reflexes and cool. Those will be maxed out, but I probably go fairly even on the other ones. I haven't fully dived into the new trees, so I can't 100% say for certain exactly what it is that I'm going to be needing, but I do know that reflexes and cool are going to be my major stats here. So that is what we're doing. So this is the summarization. We are V, playing on very hard difficulty. We are corpo. We have some reflexes and some cool. And yeah. I am looking forward to this. This is It has been a long time in my mind to do another playthrough of this, and there is no better time like the present with a new DLC to play this game again. Experience it a little bit afresh, because there has been a lot of changes indeed. So I hope that I'm gonna have a slightly different experience than to what I had when the first I played this game. We'll see, we'll see. It is time to get started though, so yeah, let's kick off with the intro sequence.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
You alright?
Fine. Just needed a breather.
Sounded like you blew your guts airlock.
Yeah, I barfed. It's just stress.
Esa chamba te va a matar.
And here we go, we're in. So this is me. I can look around because that's how they do it in this game. And one thing that always struck me as a bit weird.
You all there, V?
Alright, this is one of those games where they also talk at you if you don't make a choice. We'll get there, Jackie, chill out. One thing that actually does strike me as a bit weird is that when you play as a street kid, you and Jackie don't know each other, even though you definitely play like this similar lives. When I'm a corpo, apparently I know Jackie, which is kind of weird in some ways. And I think that yeah, it is true with the Nomad start as well. It is interesting that the one start that would have you know Jackie is the one that you don't know Jackie in. It's kind of weird. What I do like about the corpo playthrough is all of the random stuff that's on the screen. Like to the bottom right, I can get some stock information. At the top, I have like my personal stats and some just bullet points, etc., etc. And to the left, not 100% sure what that is, but stuff with Arasaka, because well, we are at Arasaka. I just find that to be pretty cool. Well, I'm not dead yet. Let's go with that.
Don't worry, I'm not dead yet.
Exactly. Yet. Anyway, what's going on?
You got a problem there, mate?
Is there a problem? We had a leak. My boss called. Dragged me in because we had to intervene. Everyone at Night City HQ is on edge.
But no way you're fucked, right? You're the one who fixes other people's shit.
Jackie, if you work in Arasaka counter intel, you're always fucked.
Well, we'll see how I manage to get out of this one, why don't we? So, gotta go.
Listen, gotta go. Work won't do itself.
Buena suerte.
Thank you, Jackie. Alright then, we are officially in the game. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Not gonna spend too much time in this intro sequence, because it's just the intro sequence. We do want to get to the meat of the game as quickly as possible after all. One thing that I gotta say, visually, I am running this game on a better computer than I did when I first played the game. I'm not 100% sure exactly how much you can tell, but like I got ray tracing and stuff like that on. I don't remember exactly what this looked like when I played it the first time, but there you go. So why don't we step up to the elevator? Hello, random people, co-workers, I suppose. I mean, I still think the game looks good, obviously, but it's like... yeah, I don't know. Arthur!
You were supposed to be here an hour ago.
Uh-huh, got held up apparently.
Got held up, but I'll be right there.
Fucking Frankfurt. That Abernathy bitch will probably dump it in our laps. Hanging up. I'll be in my office. And you hurry up.
We're going to see Arthur Jenkins indeed. Are we there yet? No, apparently we're not there yet. There we go. I think we have arrived. Well, oh, right. Other door. Hello. Got a problem? Oh no. Alright then. Yeah, there's basically not a whole lot of stuff to do here. We can listen to some people, I suppose.
We'll issue a statement to the media.
Which is supposedly interesting, but hello. What's up?
Mr. Jenkins asked for you. He's in his office.
Well, How lovely. Also, this guy. Hey, Frank.
It's been ages.
Uh-huh.
It's me, Frank. We met during Icefall. East Coast, remember?
Uh-huh. How you been?
I didn't know you were in Night City. How have you been?
You know how it is. A week ago, I was still in Cape Town. I heard you're in counter intel. Must have a shit show on your hands right now after Frankfurt. Jenkins is your lead, right? Is he what everyone says he is?
I have absolutely no idea. What are people saying about him?
What's everyone say about Jenkins?
That he's effective. Like any psychopath. Apparently, he's gone a little crazier lately.
Hey, he's in a tough spot. The director was supposed to greenlight his promotion when the Japanese arrived. She stabbed him in the back instead.
Uh-huh, got a bit more information about that. So, yeah, who's your boss then?
And you? Who do you work under?
Abernathy. She's really good. Came up with the whole Cape Town ploy on her own.
Abernathy. The bitch who burned my boss in the promotion to Spec Ops Director.
You know how it is. Things happen.
Yeah, they do indeed.
So basically we're sworn enemies. Gotcha. So, yeah, how was Cape Town?
Tell me about the op in Cape Town.
Operation Cargo. You know about it?
Arming local conflicts in Africa. I didn't know that was you.
It was me. We dumped crates full of rifles into the ocean. They had to be pulled out using borrowed fishing boats. Same old circus, but hey, that's how wars are won.
Well, alright then, nice chat. I have been keeping Jenkins waiting a bit, I suppose.
In a bit of a rush right now. We'll talk another time, okay?
Sure. Good seeing you again.
We will never see each other ever again. I don't think so, at least. I do love these little rooms, by the way.
System security confirmed.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they're just sitting in their very red-lit rooms, which is fascinating.
When they flew in from Tokyo.
Uh-huh.
Director of Special Operations with his file.
Oh, they're talking about Jenkins, I suppose. So, alright then, let's make our way over to Jenkins, have a bit of a chat with him. Ooh, I love your dress. Ooh, and you have golden hands as well. You really dress the part, don't you? Alright then, let's make it through the antechamber, get ourselves scanned. I am who I say I am, it's all fine.
Visitor authorization granted.
Cool. Hello, Jenkins.
Have a seat, V. Be right with you.
Uh-huh, let's
We have
get the
to handle this
cutscene rolling.
before we lose our bases in the Sea of Clouds. They're about to begin. What's the situation? Yeah, just as we thought. You know what to do. Start now. Director Abernathy.
I watched the vote. What the hell was that?
A deep clean after the shit Frankfurt dumped on us. As we agreed, I got rid of the problem.
I told you to resolve the problem, not massacre the European Space Council. Do you understand what the cover-up will cost?
We would have lost the license. Now we gained a week. That's a win.
Path of least resistance always. No nuance. Has you written all over it. We're not done talking about this.
I hate that bitch. I always have.
Well, you do seem to be a bit unhinged, yes. Killing a whole bunch of people just to buy you a week, that's interesting. And I apparently don't really care about that, so that's lovely. Apparently also, yes, it's not the first time she screwed you over, is it?
This isn't the first time Abernathy set you up.
No, not the first. Smeared me in front of Japanese execs, so she'd be the one promoted to Director of Spec Ops. The cunt.
I mean, that's a bit harsh, but sure.
Now she's holding a gun to my head to make sure I don't try anything. But she won't pull the trigger because she needs me. I do what she doesn't have the guts to do.
Divide and conquer. Effective strategy.
Effective. What would you do in my position?
Well, I would take your job to begin with. Alright then, well, you would have to defend yourself quite rigorously, yes.
You have to defend yourself. Remind Abernathy you're not her doormat.
You're right.
Smack her once, but hard. She'll respect you.
Seems we see eye to eye on this issue. Take this.
Uh-huh. What's on it?
A data shard.
Proof of my trust. Go on, take it.
I mean, I don't seem to have a choice, so sure.
It's what I've collected over the past weeks. Biometrics, trauma team card, names of her closest associates. Driver, chief of security, lover, lover's husband. Everything. Use it, and make sure Abernathy won't be a problem anymore. You said it. I need to defend myself.
So you're using me for that purpose, uh-huh. It is a bit of a gamble, wouldn't you say?
If anyone finds out we even talked about this, I'll go down with you.
That's true. But everyone knows you only made it to where you are thanks to me. So it's not like they could ever believe you played no part in it.
Uh-huh. Can I refuse?
What'll happen if I refuse?
Don't ask stupid questions. This isn't a request, V. We seem to understand each other. Take this, too.
Well, hello there. Money's always good.
Credship transactions are traceable. Paper disappears soon as you spend it.
What can I say?
I say yes, thank you.
Use this money only, find the right people for the job, no corporate affiliation. And for the core task, use someone you know inside out. Are we clear?
Yeah, I think we're clear.
Good. In that case, I'll await your report. And good luck with it. I have my AV waiting outside. It's yours to use. And don't disappoint me.
Well, an AV, you say. Goodbye. Let's take the cash, the 45,800 credits, which is quite a lot, wouldn't you say? Hello.
I have those reports you asked for.
Uh-huh. Okay, why don't you send them to me?
I don't have the time, just send them my way.
Thank you. We can also read that Jackie calls us.
You alive? How's things in the Viper pit?
Uh-huh. Hey, Jackie, I might need your help with something.
Need your help, Jack. Got some biz.
Always biz with you, mano. You in some trouble?
Not yet. Right now, I just need a soul I can trust.
That kinda sounded like a yes. Meet me at Lizzie's. Be there in an hour.
Uh-huh. Cool, cool, cool. Also, how do I read the thing? I would assume that I have something... How do I read the thing? Journal, maybe? Like, how do I read... Oh, here we go. Read report in your personal terminal. Right. That's what we want to do. I have a personal terminal, apparently. Didn't even remember that. It's in here. Oh, I get to go into one of the red rooms. Hello. Yes, let's have a bit of a check at that. Alright. Okay, is it about Frankfurt?
Is it Frankfurt again?
No, different issue. Local.
Tell me. Quick version.
Our agent at Biotechnica suspects they might be onto him. They recently granted him red security clearance. That's top. He's been fishing for dirt, but it's been slow.
Your point.
They're clean. Like we run orphanages clean. Bleached server clean. We suspect they flagged him and are feeding him phony data. Should we greenlight exfil or let him keep looking?
Well, any risks involved?
Projected risks?
Limited threat to life. Not Biotechnica's style. Blackmail's possible. Leveraged against false accusations in the media. The guy has kids. He'd crack.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you know what? Pull him out.
Pull him out, but calmly. Don't raise any eyebrows. Otherwise they'll catch on.
Jenkins will be livid.
I'll handle Jenkins.
Understood.
There you go. Get back to your cracking on your keyboard. Right then, let's have a bit of a sit down at my desk before we leave. Let's open up the computer. We have some stuff. Yes, we have a few messages. Vacation with the Stars, Crystal Palace. That is where I went at the end of the playthrough that I did. Lovely. Also, previous week's results. Your biodata indicators are reading abnormally. High levels of cortisol, catecholamine and adrenaline persist from previous results. Hormone blocker usage is prescribed for only 2 weeks before requiring a baseline reset, but your usage has continued beyond 3 weeks. Recommendation: meet with your trainer to prepare a recovery plan. So I'm not feeling super well from quantified Satori, whatever that is. And then we have post-mortem, Operation Wormy Apple. The meaning of the Department of Operational Oversight Committee finds as follows regarding Operation Wormy Apple. The operation was executed without following proper procedure, thus putting agents' lives and, more importantly, company reputation in jeopardy. The operation's success is due solely to the fact that Petrochem committed errors which proved more costly than our own. All personnel involved in planning the operation will be subject to internal audit. We found the death of the Prague contact caused toxin-induced cardiac arrest, a direct result of poor planning. Required action: investigate all stages of operation planning from reconnaissance to implementation with the aim of isolating irregularities in procedure and or judgment. And also, we're pleased to announce the opening of a new space in our Night City headquarters. Our scientists have meticulously curated authentic rainforest flora and fauna in designing our very own experimental self-sustaining ecosystem. More details coming soon. Cool. Now, what about that file? So, after assessing data collected from contact reports in Utah, Nevada, Arizona, and Montana, we did not confirm any active NUSA efforts against Arasaka assets or operations in federal territories. However, the same conclusion cannot be drawn regarding potential threats from Militech. Although the corporation has obvious close ties to the NUSA government, we are unable to obtain valuable intel due to much tighter control on internal procedure and information flows. We must rely on uninformed, circumstantial evidence obtained by our own field agents for the time being. Conclusion: further human gathering requirements. Current data and circumstantial and do not follow for indisputable conclusions. And that is indeed the report summary there. Alright, intriguing. That is not what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to do this, but also the drawer. Hello. What do we have here? Ooh, cognitive booster. Let's use that one. Oh yes, let's do a bit of inhalation. Lovely. There was also a card. Hello, trauma team card. That's kind of nice. We should probably take that. And also I like that The Witcher was in there. Just a magazine about The Witcher. Which is intriguing because we're very far into the future. That would have been some serious retro gaming if we're still looking at The Witcher. But alright then, let's move on. Over to the AV. Get the hell out of here.
I mean, shit.
The world's going to tear us apart when the word gets around.
We'll be fine. It's a-okay. Jenkins got this. It's absolutely fine. Alright, bit of scanning. Sure, Jenkins has cleared me. Lovely, lovely. Let's get into the AV. I don't think there's really reasons to, like, go around and chat with people. Can't even do it, so there you go. Alright then, let's get in. Get the hell out of here. To... I don't know exactly where... Are we going to the thing with Jackie? Yes, there we go. So, before, do a district analytics... I can't even talk.
Bring up district analytics.
Increased NCPD presence and activity has been reported in Haywood. No official statement has been forthcoming. Intercepted radio communications suggest MaxTac has been sent to the area. A widespread power failure has been reported in Santo Domingo. All other districts exhibit activity within expected parameters.
So that's how we know about the situation in the district, the one that when we play as a street kid we have a slightly different situation in.
Destination, Lizzie's bar.
Noted. En route.
Why don't we have the news on while we fly? And also, why don't we help ourselves to a complimentary drink?
Screeched to a grisly halt following a failure in a neural stabilization system.
And I do like this little introduction to the world, which is very cool because Night City is just a wonderfully good looking city, isn't it? So, yeah. All of the neon, all of the tall buildings, etc, etc. It's very, very lovely, isn't it? So yes, we're just chilling, really. Having a lovely trip in the Arasaka AV. Oh, there we go. Cyber Hub, very cool. All foods, all of the lovely companies. They have created a lot of companies for this game. Many of them that you don't really even get to interact with in any meaningful manner. Kind of cool that they did that. Oh, hello, my life coach. Wanna stalk me?
Yes? We weren't scheduled to connect till the end of the week.
Quantified Satori received notification of a somewhat troubling biometric reading. I felt I should call. Is everything in order?
That might have been the thing that I just inhaled, yes. You know what? No. Everything's dandy. Don't get anything away.
Things are dandy. Everything is.
Just think back to our last session. The neuromotor relaxation exercises 3 times a day. They'll soothe and lift your spirit. I know this.
Sure, okay. See you later.
Well, that was quick. Basically, do a bit of yoga 3 times a day and you're fine. Not gonna... I wouldn't really rely on that necessarily. Explosions of taste. Cool. I think we are indeed getting closer to our destination. Hometown Delhi. So in this early stage of the game, we are obviously fairly...
No designated landing site has been detected at the destination.
Find a spot close to the bar, as close as you can. Fuck procedures.
Initiating landing sequence based on new parameters.
Well, I'm being a bit antsy, aren't I? Well, what I was about to say is that early now in the game, we are fairly limited in what we can do. The game is very much focusing us to do the things that the game wants us to do, basically. So that's why we're landing here.
Fuck's your problem, psycho suit?
Hello. Oh, I can just attack them. No, we don't need to attack them.
Out of my way.
What? Who the fuck are you to say that to me?
Arasaka counter intel. We done here?
Thank you. We don't need to deal with you. Or rather, we did deal with you, but we don't need to attack you. Uh-huh. Yeah, you're not so tough anymore. But yes, this is why we land inside the very, very tall gates that we can't really get over, I think. Well, can we? That's intriguing. Can't I just... oh, the game actually doesn't allow me to climb these things. Alright then, fine. Hello, woman at the door.
Like everyone else?
No, I am in a bit of a hurry, but wouldn't you just keep a lookout on the AV for me, doll?
Keep an eye on the AV for me, will you?
I don't get paid to do that.
I wasn't asking. And not a scratch on it when I get back.
Welcome to Lizzie's.
Well, at least she's friendly in the end. And this is one of the things that I obviously love about Cyberpunk 2077, which is all the fancy ways that people just look. It's very, very cool. Alright then, let's get into the bar, have a bit of a chat with Jackie. Anything else that we can do? Just random people. A lot of bear kegs, obviously. Lizzie Wizzy and the Meta Dwarves, that's a lovely one. We're apparently going there, but what happens if I go in here? Can I like go around the back or something? Ooh, it's very, very neon-y. F to death. That's a way to go, I suppose. So I don't know, I mean... Ooh. Didn't know that this was a thing in this early stages of the game. Can I? Yes. Let's get me some stuff. Immediately. That's lovely. Don't think I need any of those though, and I don't actually know if I'm gonna get to keep that money, but I picked it up, damn it. Alright then, we can presumably go through here as well. Yeah, I just went... Oh! Hello, DJ! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hands in the air. Yeah, there we go. Pump it, pump it. Lovely. There's the MILF guard. Intriguing. Alright then, let me just squeeze right by. Hello, there are some stuff here. The vampire's back. That feels like nothing that I'm super interested in. Do I don't seem to be able to see if I'm hidden just yet, so maybe don't steal stuff in front of the DJ. That seems like a bad idea. So let's get out here instead. Look at these lovely people, yes. So, taking a bit of a long way around. Oh, hello. Right, it's just stuff. Again, I don't necessarily think that we need to focus too much on that. Let's actually go and have a bit of a chat with Jackie instead. Because that is, after all, why we are here. Hello, Jackie. What's up?
It's good to see you, cabron. Now sit down and tell me what's got your shorts in a knot.
It's good to see you too, Jack. How you been?
I got sparks flying between the Valentino boys and Maelstrom. Eddie's there for the taking, as long as you don't get flatlined. Yeah, I know how it is. I can't complain, but we ain't here to shoot the shit about me. Let me hear about this problem of yours.
Uh-huh. You know what, before we say anything, make sure that we don't spill the beans to anyone else.
Jackie, before I start, this stays between us.
Por supuesto.
I'm serious. This thing, it could ruin me.
So could I. You do realize who you're talking to, right? The guy who's done this before. Remember what happened in Mexico, at the border? I peep one word.
I know, you saved my ass. If word about the cartels had gotten out.
But it didn't. And this won't either. That's why you came to see dear old Jackie.
Again, it's very intriguing that we know each other. Not 100% sure how that happened, but here you go. Here's a data shard. Have a bit of a look at that.
Data shard. Take it. What do you think?
Won't come cheap. It'll have to be done on the sly. No trail. Hard eddies only.
Got the money.
Full crew job for sure. Techie, maybe two. A runner with a gold-plated brain. And a driver with wheels from hell. Not to mention, a solo.
Huh. The piece I'm missing.
That what you need from me? My trigger finger to zero this lady?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't hurt, but I do need someone I can trust.
Delicate situation, I know. That's why I need somebody I can trust.
This ain't no delicate situation, hermano. It's a hit job. Plain and simple.
You know how Arasaka operates. Or, okay, maybe you don't. This isn't a professional request I can refuse.
But I can. And I am. And you should too. Now, what do you say we liquor up and talk life? Gracias, mamita. Double tequila with grenadine and lime. Nothing better for drowning nerves.
Well, alright then, let's do it.
Do this.
Was that a toast? What the hell does that even mean? You raise a glass to your mama, your hermana. To the mamacita you'll meet at the bar, but this doesn't say a damn thing. To this. This job and all the rest of that corpo bullshit. You know what it is? Un pacto con el diablo. Been saying it all along. Sold your soul to those Arasaka fuckers. Today, they got you to zero somebody. Tomorrow, they'll get somebody else to zero you.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what we're doing all the time, isn't it? Even if we are corpo or not. So, yeah, it's not super different to what you're doing.
Those are the rules, Jack. You want to be top? Gotta have some skin in the game.
Yeah, but you're not on top. Saburo Arasaka is. And you're the pendejo who keeps him there. Work for yourself, live for yourself. That's the only way.
Maybe someday. But for now, I'm still well within their reach.
You'll always be within reach. Always Hey, you lost? Got a problem?
V, is that right?
Uh-huh. This is now not looking super well. That guy to the left, is he new? I don't think that he was in this game before, I don't think. Okay, who are you?
Did Jenkins send you? Don't believe I know you.
You don't, but we know you very well. Jenkins assigned you a task today. You'll share all the details with us.
Uh-huh. I mean, who are you exactly?
Name and department again? Didn't quite catch it first time around. Ugh, fuck!
How you feeling? Pretty sharp dive, huh?
Your access to company networks is hereby revoked. In 2 minutes, any company cybernetics in your possession will cease functioning. Give us the data you received from Jenkins. This will conclude termination procedures.
What are you saying? And, well, okay, we could ask about how you found out. Sure.
How the hell did you find out?
That is not your concern. The data, now.
Yeah, I didn't think that he would say anything. Here's the shard.
Information's on the shard.
Smart choice.
We done?
With the formalities, yes. But I think Abernathy would gladly up our fee for ridding her of a piece of rot like you. Stand up. You're coming with us. Come on, move it.
I think you fellas might have forgotten just how far from home you are. Not sure this barrio's your style, let alone a healthy option. Queda claro?
Is that a threat?
Well, you start shooting, maybe we join in, huh? Before you know it, somebody might die today.
We have what we came for. It'll do for now.
Ooh, dodged one there. V, how you feel? You alright?
Well, feeling pretty damn bad, not gonna lie. Also, by the way, I never noticed that you have assless chaps. That's very cool.
Like shit. My throat's like sandpaper. I'm not sure I can breathe.
It's like when my little primito was ditching drugs. Nasty chills, trembling hands, cold sweat and dry heaving.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Hey, should I get you to a Ripper? Or, I guess, maybe Trauma Team's on its way.
Well, probably not, because I am out of the loop with Arasaka now.
TT policy's gone, Jack. So are my biochem controllers. Company pad. I mean, they've seized my bank account. Not frozen, seized.
Jesus, these fuckers move fast. You sure you feel okay, though? I mean...
Well, let me just catch my breath real quick.
Give me a minute. Get my shit together. That'd be that, Jack. Just lost control of my life. Completely.
I'd say you got it back. You couldn't say no to them. So they said it to you. This is a turn for the better. You'll see. Besides, you haven't lost everything.
Well, I kinda did, but what are you saying? That you still are my friend?
About to say I still have a friend? That's sweet.
No, dumbass. You still got that wad for the hit job, don't you? Probably some fat-ass chunk of cha-ching. Just right for a new start. That's right, fool. Buckle up. Hey, you hearing all right? Don't look so hot. V! Ah! Hey, hermano. Your new life, it starts now.
Hello there, Night City! Stanley here with you, and we got another day ahead of us in this city of dreams. Ooh, I love this town. Love it like like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her. Every new day here means 100 new arrivals, but only half these gonks will survive a year, and that's if it's a good one. And why do these peeps come to NC? Well, to be street samurai like Morgan, Blackhand, and Waylon Boa Boa. The greater the risk, the bigger the bounty, kids. Or so they say. But you can only be a major league player for so long. The faster you live, the faster you burn out. If you don't get a bullet to the brain first. AC's legends. Know where you'll find most of them? The graveyard. Matters not where you're from. Matters not where you start. What matters here is the walk you walk. In Night City. The city of dreams.
Chick we're looking for is somewhere in this building. Probably crawling with the pendejos that kidnapped her. Eyes and ears open, all right? Speaking of which, got you a little something. Militech training shard. In case you need to, brush up on your dance moves. Down for some target practice in VR?
Well, I am probably going to be fine. So yes, indeed, about 6 months later, we are now in the tutorial mission. So,
Well?
you know what? No, we don't really want to do that.
Not now, Jack. No time. Maybe later.
Sure. Mañana.
So, any tips of about this gig?
Will Kako give you any tips and tricks for the job?
I'm not your mother. Just do what I pay you for. It's easy work. Yeah.
Alright then, well, that's fine, I suppose.
Let's do this.
And with that, I think it's time to end the episode. Hey, what happened to my 45,000? Have we already squandered it all? Bloody hell. Alright then, yes indeed, we are kicking everything off. We are going to do the tutorial mission, where we get to kill a few people. Going to try to do it sneaky-like. But, I suppose, if we go into the inventory and weapons, yeah, I do not have any melee weapons. So exactly how I'll deal with this, I suppose we'll see. I have some frag grenades, I have some max dogs, so that's all lovely. Looking a bit like a chump. I'm going to get back to wearing a suit, because one thing that they have introduced to the game is transmogrification. If you don't know what that is, it basically means that you can have a specific look no matter what item you actually have. So as soon as I can, really, I'll try to get a hold of a proper suit, and that is how I will be looking from then onwards. But we have started everything off. We have left the corporate world, we are doing gigs, we are getting guns, etc, etc. And it is good to be back. It is very, very good to be back. So we're kicking off in the next episode with the beginning tutorial mission. Lovely. For now though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.